Hello, this is Eric Walker with Northwest Immersion. We're over here in my build shop. We just got finished up with a Loowit model sauna that's behind me here. On this sauna, it's roughly 7 foot by 7 foot as a base footprint, plus the overhang. So the front is Western red cedar and the inside is Western red cedar. The deck is knotty cedar, but also Western red. From a mill here in Oregon, we have a large window. It's 1 inch thick overall, dual pane tempered. We waterfall our cedar. So if you notice from the soffit to the piece on the front to the bottom of the window, it's the same exact piece cut and flipped in the saw. This one we went with a 3/8 thick glass door. Really popular option, looks good, performs well. We have upgraded switching. All of our LEDs are dimmable. Plus these exterior lights have a nightlight mode, kind of gives it a good ambiance. And then if we kind of walk around it a little bit, so below the heater on the inside, we have the vent. This is the intake for that vent, so we can get proper airflow. We use hardwood T111 siding. Every sheet is caulked before it's put on. Every corner is caulked as well before we paint. On the roof, we have 12-inch standing seam. And then we walk around a little bit. For electrical, our standard models have a panel, got a breaker that feeds the heater, another breaker that feeds the lights. This has a conduit running down through the wall and stubs out right here out the bottom. So when you set it on site, you can dig a trench, make your proper connection and pull wire. Once it's hooked to power, you should be good to go on this unit. This box houses the control units for the sauna and the LED drivers so we can dim them. Same thing, this is all Western red cedar trim. Every seam is caulked, every nail hole is caulked before we paint. This is the upper vent for the sauna. The interior vents are fully adjustable. I can go inside. We have a couple other features. So we have this metal threshold, kind of protects the edge, gives it a good look. Inside, we have a Hume Steel 9. It's normally what we run. We can do other heaters. It takes about an hour to heat up, maybe a little longer if it's cold out, but it's well worth it. It feels more like a wood stove. 6'4" on the width here. So 2 people can lay down. And then we've had a lot of requests for yoga and other things in saunas, which is awesome. So we made this lower bench slide back so you got enough room for a full yoga mat in here. The bench will go back. And then right here, you got a full 6'4" by about 2.5 feet at least of width here on the deck. You could probably get 6 in here if you wanted to. In the back there, you can see an inlaid LED. That's what lights the sauna. And then you have the upper vent. These vents just twist to adjust. Right now it's closed. Just like that. Get some airflow. You got the thermostat for the heater. And then you have one more vent down low right behind the heater for air intake. We don't use wood glue in here. Everything is mineral oil. Everything is sanded down before we do any of that. And then everything is fully tested here in the warehouse. We have a test cord. We run every sauna before it leaves here to make sure everything's good, everything heats up, and then we prep it for shipping.